very, very long time. Um, I got inspired by your art because of my cousin. My cousin had his basement. I was telling you earlier. Whole
Right.
basement was done by you. He had, I think it was like 6 or 7 different famous people on his walls. I
Word.
think one of them was Scarface.
Yeah. I
But
think
bro,
Tito Puente was one of them
yep,
too.
bro, and it was just fire. It's so detailed, and it's like, bro, I'll go home and paint right now. We painted last night at the crib. Not even gonna lie to you, and Angel can tell you, my Iron Man looked like he done ate something bad, and he did not look like Iron Man. Yours look like who they are.
Nah, it's cool, man. It's just practice, man. Practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting good at drawing. You know, I'm still learning things. I guess as art, not guess as artists, you're gonna learn till you die. You know what I'm saying? You learn a new craft. When you paint with different artists, you pick up different things from different artists.
Okay.
You know, and a lot of times mistakes are your best friends. You know what I'm saying?
So what inspired you?
So as a kid, my dad would do murals in the basement. He would always draw like the Morro de Puerto Rico with the the island and the
Yep.
palm tree. And as a kid, I was fascinated by that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they say you gotta be careful what you do around your kids because they'll copy. Good thing was I see him do art. You know what I mean? If your kids see parents fighting each other or hitting each other, they think that's cool. You know what I mean?
Nah, correct, correct.
Yeah.
Now you are right. It's the household does impact the kids. So you gotta lead with example, what you want to show them, what they want to be. I'm a dad, so I got 2 beautiful kids, and I show them everything that I want them to be doing when they grow up. Like
God bless.
I grew up in a rough neighborhood. I grew up in Chad. We went from Manton to Chad, so we seen it all. And I told myself I was never let my kids see this type of world, never. Now we live in Cranston.
Word.
I told my son the other day, I was like, bro, you're in a good school, you're in a good neighborhood. He's like, can I go to Providence schools? No. No. I did all this work to get you out of Providence. You're not going to Providence schools. And anyone 666?
Nah.
55? 44? And you can go next, Ariel. So what so your dad inspired you, you've been doing paint, your dad, you've seen him doing it, and then bro, you traveled. You did up and down the East Coast, all over the US?
Yeah. Not all over the U.S., but there's still a few places I want to go. Like I was in L.A. I got to work with Pooh Bear and their people as far as like Justin Bieber's people, shit like that.
Justin Bieber's people?
Yeah. His songwriter is Pooh Bear. So
Pooh?
there's a documentary called Faded Forever. My artwork is in that. Yeah. So I got to work with them out there. Yeah, I was in Malibu out there. Soldier Boy's old crib was actually the crib that my people's owned. Like I can show you an ID. I don't have it with me, but I can show an ID that shows the exact address. I got video on Facebook staying at that same crib with the zero edge pool and all that. You know what I'm saying? That shit was cool out there. It was cool. It's just I like Miami more than LA. No disrespect to LA. You know what I'm saying?
No, I haven't been to Miami. I that's one of the destinations I do want to go. Miami does look fire. I have a friend that he partnered or he works with a strip club out there called oh my God, Players Club.
Okay.
And he's from out here. He's from Fed Hill. So he went out there, bro. He posts all the time. They be living the best life. I just want to go just for a day because I spend more than a day. I'm gonna come back broke. I'm gonna have no car. I'm gonna just sell everything out there. It ain't gonna happen, bro. But like,
Miami's dope, man. Miami's dope. You just gotta find your way, man. Because a lot of that shit is bullshit too, man. A lot of people front out there, bro. A lot of front. You know what I'm saying? People rent cars, and I get it. Like, you can rent cars and live your life, whatever, but Miami people know what you got. Like, you don't even know. I tell my friends, like, stop renting these cars. Like, live your life, but stop renting these cars and you're blowing 14, 15,000 to park them, to valet them. When you're going inside, the girls don't know what kind of car you got. They don't care. You don't know what kind of car they got. You know?
14, 15,000, wow.
Bro, it's like $1,000-something a day for a Lambo, nigga. Like, crazy.
Yo, like, there's a foundation called the Berrios Foundation. Tell your people, man, they can send money this way. We were just talking, well, we broke, right? Right, the money, we broke.
Bro, ain't nobody rich over here. What I'm saying is I lived out there. Bro. I didn't have no Lambo. I have none of that. I just did what I did. You know what I'm saying? I started working in hotels. I was cleaning toilets, bro. I worked at a hotel. Then I started running hotels. Then I saw how a magazine was running. I worked with a magazine. And from there, I saw how the city was running. And I started working at Space. I worked at Space for like 2 years. And I did that to get close to the artists. You know what I'm saying? And it worked. You know what I'm saying? Then I was on, like I said, those reality shows. And from there, it just opened doors. I met, you know, the hip hop cats, Cool and Dre, shouts to Cool and Dre. Then I met all the reggaeton people, you know what I'm saying? And then from there, you think it's a big circle, it's really a small circle because it's all the same photographers, the same videographers, the same stylists, the same everything. And once they see your work and they like it, you're just in the loop, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, the Vegeta car, find the way with Metro raps.
Oh yeah, shouts to Metro, man, shouts to Bruno, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that car is just fire. Like the details, the design of it was just...
Metro is not to play with, man. They're the best in the game. Trust me, best in the game.
When I seen it, I was just like, sheesh. Now you got me looking at car raps and I was like...
Bro, they rap yachts. They rap, like, whatever can be rap, they rap it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They did Flow Riders Bugatti Pink. First pink Bugatti out there. This was years ago. This was probably like 2014, maybe?
Pink Bugatti.
Remember the first gold Lambo you seen out there? I think it was Yeezy that had that shit. They rapped all that shit, man.
And I was looking through your page to see, well, you had a picture with Faruko.
Oh yeah, Faru, shouts to Faru. I know all them cats, man. Luckily, I got through the mix with them, you know what I'm saying? Just working on video sets and stuff like that. You meet everybody down there. Everybody's down there, bro. Everybody has a crib down there. Everybody's working out there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody works out at the same production studio. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Nah, that's fire. It's just a blessing to be able to work with so much people, to be able to connect, to grow. Like, when we talked also earlier, like, you know, you was born in New York, came out here, lived in Rhode Island, and these streets that you grew up in, a lot of us grew up in, and people think like you're a product of your environment, and in reality, you're not. You don't have to be like the product of the environment. You can change it, and you're a product of it. You change. You're not you. Yeah, you're from the neighborhood, but you was able to leave the neighborhood, grow, create a life, create a business. Like you have the art gallery in Pawtucket. That place is fire.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. It took a lot of time to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? So
we went there for live podcast, I believe, and we were just fascinated with art. We were just taking pictures of everything.
Oh, thank you, man.
You're very detailed. Like, it's just dope. Like your artwork stands and it speaks for itself.
I seen going back to what you were saying about the kids going to better schools. That's dope, bro. Like a lot of us didn't have that opportunity. Like my mother put me in Fox Point, so I wouldn't go to the schools in the hood. But I ended up still going to Bridgham. I went to Central. You know what I'm saying? So I don't regret a lot of the stuff because it builds who you are. It makes character. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But I definitely changed my perspective and my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like you go from the streets. I say I went from the streets to industry. You know what I'm saying?
I like that line. I went from the streets to industry. Like I grew up in Chad. We went from Maine to Chad. My mom put me at. I went to Isaac Hopkins. Then from Isaac, I was going to high school. My mom was like, "You are not going to school with your friends." So she didn't want me to go to Hope High School because all my friends went to Hope. So she put me in PCTA. I had a car. I went to school, signed in, jumped in the V, went to the east side, picked up my friends, and went to the beach. Like, it was not stopping me. But then I learned, like, the streets is not for everybody. This is not the life. I want to be successful. I want to grow. So I took whatever I learned from the streets and just dumped it into the business and just kept pushing. Right, because you do learn from the streets. Like, the shit that you learn on the streets, you don't learn in school. No. And who says it? Elon Musk says it in one of his interviews. Some of the most successful businessmen he knows were men from the streets.
Yeah, no, everybody has a story, man. Nobody just makes it. You know what I'm saying? Some people are born with the opportunity to just have whatever, but everybody I met that's super successful has a story, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's real. And you just gotta pick what you want to do in life. I don't care what it is. Everybody's good at something, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't know that their skill is fighting because they get into trouble all the time. They don't know that their skill level is courage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've met my my challenges in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I tried to do the street day, it didn't work out. My second time, being incarcerated, I switched my whole life up. You know what I'm saying? I had to do it because I saw what was at the end of that movie. You know what I mean? At the end of that movie, you're either gonna die or you're gonna be in jail forever. You know what I'm saying?
But what kept you like going? what helped keep that fire lit? Because there's sometimes I see artists that if it's from the music industry or just doing paintings that they're not getting sales, their content's not growing, and they just want to give up. They just want to be like, yeah, nah, this is it. I ain't gonna do it no more.
Bro, everybody thinks that shit is easy, man. It's not. Like, even right now, you still gotta hustle. You still gotta get up every day and find out what's relevant, what people gonna relate to buy it. Do I gotta paint a football player? Do I gotta paint a car? Do I gotta paint a celebrity or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta relate. So as an artist, you want to paint what you want to paint, and then if they like it, they buy it. That's where I'm at. Like, I do custom things. Like, if you want me to do something, and I feel like, all right, yeah, I'll do that. Cool, but realistically, I paint what I like. You know what I'm saying? If you hire me for a mural, obviously I'm gonna go and do what you want to do. I'm gonna add my little vibe to it, but realistically, I really paint what I want to paint. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward, I got my boy with me, so
yeah. So
keep watch of what's popping next. You know what I'm saying?
What keeps you like? What motivated you to get into the art world? And
yeah, and like since I was a kid, I was doing, man. Like with them, I grew up. You know what I mean? So it was me watching them. I used to be like, I'm like 2 years younger than him. So it was like, yo, looking at their black folks, like, or everybody, the whole crew and shit. So that kind of inspired me to start, you know what I mean? And I just kept going and going and going and shit, man. And that's pretty much it, man. You just got to keep, like, every day, you're still learning every day. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still, like, yo, I'm still learning from him some stuff.
Bro, it's not easy.
With him and shit, and he's like, yo, do it like this. I'm like, oh, all right, cool, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
It's not easy, bro. Don't think that it's all glitz and glamour. It's not, man. You gotta get up and you gotta find that bag, bro. You gotta find it.
No, trust. Some days we wake up, like, forget waking up. Some nights we're going to sleep and we're like, damn, like, I gotta make this happen so this can happen and this can get paid and these guys can go and shoot a video and stuff like that. And I'm like, shit. So then the next day, I won't even go to sleep. I harass the guys 2, 3 o'clock in the morning with text messages like, this is the game plan. We're gonna do this and that, and then they like Dave Allowed. He's my business partner. He'll wake up and be like, "Bro, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You couldn't call me like during normal business hours." I'm like, "Nah, I gotta get the idea out. We're moving."
It's my bad.
Nah, you've been cheating. You like I see you moving. You've been moving features around, bro.
Nah.
You made
so yeah, the shit is not easy, man. You just gotta stick to it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have drive. That's really what it is. You gotta really want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all I do. I paint, I draw, I create. You know what I'm saying? We don't just do art. Also, we do interior design, all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, dumbass picked up an extra one. I'm over here picking up extra. I got the interior design. Well, I can see the interior design because a lot of the rooms that I've seen you design are phenomenal.
Thanks.
So you definitely take your time in it. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like, when I go make, like, my house, bro, I'm a guy, so, like, my house, your turn. You got all the features. You got the keys to success over there. My house looked like, people used to come in my crib and be like, yo, this is, and they'd be like, yo, this is a trap house. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, nah, this house is too simple. They had couches, a TV, a computer, a kitchen table. Like, no, nothing on the walls, nothing. They're like, yeah, nah, we gotta spice this up. This is too guyish. Now you go to my house, there's a big ass clock on the wall. There's kids' pictures. And now it looks like a home.
Nah, it's cool, man. That shit happens. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just find how to style up your spot. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are getting hip to it now, but I've been doing murals and big canvases for people's houses for a grip. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now they're catching on. You know what I mean? I think they're still a little delayed too, man, because a lot of people don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more like a trend thing. Like, when they see their favorite people doing it, then they want to do it.
Yep.
When we've been doing this forever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you guys been...
Oh, damn, you got me. Yo, how you got that many features?
I had to keep picking up. You guys want to put down 3s and 5s.
He said, with G, how you got that many features, bro?
3s and 4s.
Damn. But yeah, man, people be thinking this shit's easy. It's not easy, man.
Nah, it's the grind. You guys don't give up.
We're not 15 years old, 16 years old, bro. Let me be 16 years old right now, bro.
Earlier he was saying that he doesn't know how to play. You don't go. You don't even have to keep looking. You don't go.
Damn.
I don't go either. Yeah, I don't play.
Lock the game, bro?
Did he lock it?
Yeah, he locked
Nah,
it.
he
You're
got
not
nah,
going
wait, one,
okay.
2, 3,
Yeah,
4,
you don't go again either.
5. Yeah, go again.
You talking about he don't play like that either.
He was in there. You ever seen what's that movie?
Again, I don't go, bro.
The movie, White Boy Can't Jump.
Yeah.
That's what he just did. He just went to the basketball court, act a fool, and then cooked us. Yeah, open the puerta. Yep, there you go.
Nah, bro, I still. That's your last feature?
Yeah. He won.
You got one in your hand?
Nah, hey.
Oh, damn. You ain't getting nothing for me, though.
Sheesh.
You shouldn't have held on to that.
Sheesh. This is crazy. That was a good game.
So how many episodes you got on this podcast?
This is number 2. You guys,
number 2?
We just launched it. We dropped our first video this Friday, our first episode. We just dropped a clip this morning of just one little clip drop so people see what's going on. And then next week we drop yours and just let people know, like, tell your story, you know? The growth, the success, the struggles, the ups, the downs, because it's true. It's not easy. A lot of people struggle. We have artists, like I talk to artists on a daily basis. If it's from music, tattooing, to doing artwork. Like my tattoo artist, I've been going to the same tattoo artist for a couple years. We grew up together, and every day he wants to quit, right? He's like, this is not it. I'm tired of this, because you have your ups and downs, and it's just keeping that fire lit. Because even though he knows when you especially when you do tattoos, you tend to know the dry season, the busy season, and stuff like that. So he knows in the dry season it's going to be down, but then he knows in a couple weeks it's just going to boom again. But it's just keeping that fire lit and keep going. Especially with today's era, it's about content creation. So you can make a piece of art, record yourself doing it, post it on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and then you can make a couple dollars just by people watching your story, engaging in it, and stuff like that. So there's now money that comes from many different avenues.
Social media is everything right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't even need to be known. You can just create your own vibe. You know what I'm saying?
You go first. Yeah, and social media helps you grow. It helps you connect to customers. Like, well, who knows? Maybe like if not haven't done happen yet, maybe some dude from like Spain or a different country already. He's been looking at your features. I seen him look over. I seen him look over. But maybe somebody from a different country will reach out and be like, "Oh, I want to buy some art." Or who knows? Maybe you get a billionaire from Italy and says, "I'm gonna fly you out for a month. Come do some art on my walls."
Word.
Cause that'd be fire. If you go to Italy with it, I'll go with you. I'll carry the paint.
Word.
We all go together.
So Miami's known for the art scene. You know what I'm saying? It's the only state in the United States that does Art Basel, which is every year, every first week of December. It's the biggest stage for any artist that's selling any type of art. So even if you ain't lit and you're out there and the people are just in town, you're selling everything. You know what I'm saying?
The first week of December?
First week of December. But in Miami, I believe it's every second Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, the galleries are open in Wynwood. So it's art walk. You know what I'm saying? And in different cities, there's a different date for art walk. So if you're in like West Palm Beach, they got their own shit. But the mecca of where the art is for real is in Wynwood. It's Miami. Wynwood is the art district. You see graffiti everywhere. And now it's booming. Like when I was there years ago, my first walls in Wynwood was 2011 to 2013. I was featured. And then I did Osuna's building. What's the nigga name? I forgot his name. What the hell is this nigga name? Anyways, my people's cousin that put me on. Pablo. Shouts to Pablo. He works with Osuna. So Osuna's building is in Wynwood, and I painted the whole shit on the outside. But now that shit is booming. They got skyscrapers, they got condos, they got millions of dollars coming out of Wynwood. You know what I'm saying? Ducati shops, all type of shit. You know,
and that's like
it's like LA down there right now. The graffiti, the Museum of Graffiti's down there. Like Pharrell has a store down there. Like this mad shit just popping down there. If you've never been, you gotta go, bro. It's crazy.
Now I want to go to the second week of December.
No, first week of December is Art Basel. Art Basel. Google it if you don't know. Google it. It's Art Basel. Basel.
My team loves art. Like Angel Mercedes, he's very big in art. He does music, does videography, photography. He creates his own clothing. He does it all, and he's big on art. So He's probably Googling it now if he hasn't done it yet. Oh, he already knows what it is.
Yeah, Art Basel's big, man. It's super big. So art is a way of life down there. You know, you got the crib, you got the whip. You need the art. You need the drip for your walls, bro. You know what I'm saying? So some people buy paintings. Some people buy it because they know your name, they collect. Some people buy just because it matches or it fits in the space. You know? Some people buy because they know you're about to be lit, so they want to buy your early pieces.
Nah, I always told myself when I was like, because eventually we're gonna move out of Rhode Island. We're gonna continue growing. I want an apartment in New York, and I want those tall windows, tall ceilings, but I want art.
They got that here, bro. They got lofts here. I live in the loft.
There's a loft in downtown I seen next to Medici. The second floor, they were partying this weekend. I looked up.
That's all my art in there, yeah.
And there's art right on the wall. I'm like, oh, snap.
That's all my art in the wall.
Yeah?
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Maine. From Culture, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his Airbnb. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got the Astro Boy on the wall, got all the art.
Yeah.
That's all my stuff, yeah.
Bro, it's like, I don't know, like, I get excited when I see, like, if I do something and like, clothing, right? I have a brand called Cloud Cartel. When I see someone wearing it, I get excited. Like, oh, that's my brand. I did that. Bro, but you, like, everywhere you turn is your art.
But I've been doing this for a long time, so a lot of people don't know that, bro. Like, I've been painting for a very long time, bro. So when I moved to Miami, bro, there's, like, sharks. Like, I say sharks because the biggest of the biggest artists are down here. And I was like, yo, two things are going to happen. Either you're going to respect that I paint every day or you really like my work. You know what I'm saying? Either you don't like my work or you respect me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. Like, I did so much work. I was painting every day, putting stuff up. Not being cocky, just being real. Like, how am I going to get known out here? I got to let them know I'm here. Like, I'm here, bro, from the smallest state. Here, repping. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it happened. You know, thanks to God, they got to know me, so my stuff was featured in just many, many things. I worked with athletes, musicians, actors. You know what I'm saying? Just kept going and kept going and kept growing and kept. And to this day, we're still doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now, so when people start looking now, they start recognizing the signature. They're like, wait a minute, I know that signature. And it's like, yeah, it's me, man.
Yeah, no, like I think when I started to get into your work and I go into restaurants, I started to notice like your style, right?
Word.
So I was just like, every time I seen the style, I was like, why's Ariel's? And then my kid's mom would be like, how you know? I was like, I know, trust me, that's his style. Then I look at the corner, I see your signature, I was like, told you. Now I'll take a picture, post it on Instagram.
Yeah, like I did 787, I did Yaya's, I did what's the other place? Oh, my boy Peep Game. Used to have pregame back in the day. Shut that down.
Oh, so, the one on Dyer.
Yeah, so they closed that down. Now they got Peep Game on Federal Hill where South Beach used to be.
Okay.
So check that out. It's like a sports bar. Yeah, check that out. But I also did blend. I did so many places, bro. I've done hair salons, gyms, clubs, lounges, condos, houses, basement. You already know, man. Like, we've done a lot of stuff. And this is not me flexing, bro. It's just like, when you start to pay attention, when you see it, you're like, all right, yeah. I've had people hit me in Boston. They're like, yo, man, I'm in Boston eating with my girl, and I see shit on the walls. I'm like, yeah, Top Mix. If you're in Top Mix, there's a location in Jamaica Plains. There's one in Roxbury, and then the flagship one is in Cambridge. I did that. I also did Choice Dispensary, shout to Choice. In Blackstone, that whole dispensary, I painted that. It's a lot.
Bro, the achievement, the life-changing event you told me about, like, painting on stage with Nas.
Yeah, I was sponsored by Hennessy. So that was 2014. 2014, I was lit, bro. I was on magazine covers, newspaper covers. I worked with the University of Miami. Like, I had my own little thing going on, too. And then we happened to do Sofrito. So Sofrito's at the Barclays now. Miss Giles, shout out to Miss Giles. So they did this at the Dolphin Stadium. And the headliner was Nas, but there was mad people like Busta, Nori, there was mad people. And I showed up late to see where I was supposed to paint, and Nas was there for sound check. So I was like, oh shit, I gotta say what's up to him. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan since day one, so I run up on him, he's smoking a cigar. He's like, oh, what you doing here? I said, yo, I had to come say what's up, whatever. I'm just trying to see where I'm supposed to set up. He's like, set up for what? You do music? I said, nah, I do art. He goes, oh yeah, what you painting? I said, actually, I'm painting you. And he's like, yeah, all right. So I started showing him my work. He's like, where you supposed to paint at? I said, I don't know. He was like, look, man, today's my 20th anniversary. This is in 2014. It's still on YouTube, too. He's like, if you're painting me, bro, we're doing this together on stage. I said, what? He said, "Word, yo, super cool cat, man. Shouts to Nas. That shit was dope. To me, that's the highlight of my career, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you're painting live in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, that shit was lit, bro. That shit was crazy.
See, I won't be able to do that. I need my eraser. You want to see me on stage like this?
Bro, I was nervous. Bro, I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous when I was on stage. There's just this drummer and then him. And then you see this big board, and I'm like, my hands started shaking at first. I was like, damn, what if I mess up? What if I don't look like him? What if he don't like it? What if I don't finish on time? You know what I'm saying? But the whole time you seen the video, he's watching me, and it came out perfect. You know what I'm saying? Shit
now we're watching it tonight because that.
Yeah. If you look up 2014 Sofrito Nas, you'll see me on stage with him. Yeah.
We're definitely watching that tonight because that, bro, that's a huge milestone.
Word.
And then think about it, you're someone from Providence, smallest state in the U.S.
The smallest state in the U.S.
Yeah, the smallest, standing on stage painting with one of the biggest artists to ever control the hip hop game.
That's correct, man. That's correct.
And Nas inspired a lot of rappers.
Yeah, man. I remember hearing his mixtapes at first. Back in the day, I would bring mixtapes down. People didn't know who he was. Biggie, too. I used to play Biggie. Rest in peace, Big. It's crazy, man. Like, we really part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? I was doing flyers back when Mi Sueño was called Inca back in the day.
Wait,
when Internationals was open. You probably don't know about Internationals.
I thought Mi Sueño, I was talking about the other day.
Bro, I was doing the flyers for all those clubs. I was 15 going into these clubs at 15 years old, bro.
I was talking about the other day to one of my boys that, I never thought Mi Sueño had a different name.
Bro, these clubs all had different names. Tons of different names.
Since I've been out, going out and stuff, Mi Sueño is the only club that never changed his name.
Nah, that shit changes their bad time, bro. Because guess what happens? Unfortunately, the luck of Providence is this. Somebody gets stabbed or shot. Our people don't know how to act, bro, when we get together, bro. It's crazy.
True.
So it just keeps changing. The name changes over and over and over and over. Luna used to be Conquistador. What else was it? Bro, when I tell you we came up, bro, I remember seeing Fred the Great star. I remember seeing, all these DJ cats star, Romeo and that back in the day. We're from, bro, I'm 50 years old, bro.
The only D, and he's probably not even that old. And he's probably, if he was to ever see this, he'd be like, damn. My brother was a huge DJ Egg Nice fan. And
oh, yeah, he lived in Manhattan, bro. His mom used to do my mom's hair, bro.
Yeah, so
come on, man.
My brother used to have me listen to all his mixtapes.
Yeah, he was nice.
And he was a beast.
No, he was nice.
That's the only DJ I really knew about because that's all my brother used to listen to.
Nah, Egg Nice he was nice. He was nice.
And then my
he
cousin,
lives in Florida now. He's in Florida. Yeah.
And then my cousin Crims used to DJ, so I used to have to listen to his shit, but it was just, the culture back then is a lot different than it is now. And I feel like if the culture back then, you guys definitely paved the ground, the ways for a lot of people. But I feel like if today's technology was available for some of those artists back then, their names would have went crazy.
Nah, but think about it. There was no social media, bro. You had to buy that tape. You had to play that record. So you gotta respect the OGs. Like the OGs, there was put it like this. For me to hang out with you, I had to go to your crib. Yo! Throw rocks at your window. Yo! Not like right now, you texting people, yo, where you at? Nah, there was none of that. You wanted to holler at Shorty, you gotta go to where she was hanging at. You had to go chill.
You gotta pop in, you ride your bike. Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Shorty's outside, let me go say hi.
We was outside for real when we was younger. We was outside,
See,
I said.
I'm 32. So we was outside. We didn't have all the technology. We was poor. Mommy used to switch from Verizon to Cox every couple months because they used to come around the neighborhood and offer free service for a month. So mommy would sign up, not pay the next bill, then jump to the next provider. So she was going back and forth. So we never had internet, so we had to go to people's houses. Like, bro, come outside, let's chill, walk around everywhere. Bro, we was rollerblading, we was riding bikes. The other day I was telling my son, yo, I was like, I'm buying you some rollerblades. My son was like, what is I was like, what? I was like, rollerblades, bro. Let's go to United Skates in America. Let's go have fun. He goes, no. Can we go to the video game? There's a VR place in Providence Place where you can sit down and play video games. I'm like, bro, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I was like, well, let's go have fun. Let's go rollerblading. Let's go outside. Let's go play basketball. He's like, can I bring my Switch? I said, no. Hell no.
Yeah, it was different. It was different. It was different back then, bro.
It was
real different.
My family grew up, my mom's and them, they grew up on the West End. They were on Waverly.
Yeah, we was on Hanover.
Yeah, we was in Hanover. So that's where my mom would live. And then when I lived there for like, according to my mom, like a year or so. They said my first birthday was there. And then after that, we moved to Maine. And then we moved to Puerto Rico, back to Maine, back to Puerto Rico, back to Maine. And then we moved to Chad. And then it was just like, my brother say, growing up in all different sides of Providence, he got to interact with a bunch of people, learn different ways, and just adapt to the environment and use it in their professions and grow.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is. Rhode Island's that small, You don't have a choice in the matter. You live in a state where everybody goes to the same supermarket, same clothing store. Everybody used to go to Geller's for their sneakers back in the day. Geller's was the spot.
I remember Geller's in downtown.
There was no expressions and none of that. If you wanted to get your kicks, you had to go to Geller's.
I remember mommy took me. We had expressions in there. We had expressions near the house. My mommy was like, "We're going to Geller's." I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And she took me.
Us growing up, that's where it was.
It had everything. And the guy was telling me like he was putting me on a game. He was like, "All the Jordan drops, we get it too."
First time I ever seen Jordans was in Geller's.
Yeah, we had the Nike contract just like everybody else, and then now the store don't exist no more.
No, that's iconic. Like Rhode Island, like Geller's is like iconic. Like Geller's, Jordans first came out, they were $100. Like who was paying $100 for shoes? Back then that was a lot. Like $100 for a pair of Jordans? Yeah.
I remember my shoes were $109 for a size 10, and then a couple years later, $200.
Bro, I feel old just even talking about it. Like, I remember seeing the first Jordans. Like as they dropped, we was getting them. Like you know what I'm saying? Like.
I feel old talking about it.
Yeah, think about it. When the first Jordan came out, we was there. Like, we was there for that. Bro, I saw hip hop start. I was born in '75. I saw that shit start. We used to watch MTV when it first dropped. Nigga, like old people, man.
Saw the first cell phones when they came out. All that. Man.
That's the big joints with the antenna. The big box joints.
Those were like, you know what I mean, like mostly for the cars and shit. Like, but then they're like the what was it?
The Razr.
Motorola came out.
Motorola Razrs, the flips.
Ones and shit. Those had like a little antenna, but they were like a little, about like
had
that
the little
big
flip,
and shit.
Had the little flip mouth on it.
To cover the buttons.
It was like every freaking, you know what I mean? And just started busting out everything. Got the chirpers and shit with the walkie-talkie.
I had an XL. I had a 730, and I had a gray joint, and I loved it. It was my favorite phone. But then my uncle, that phone, you didn't have to answer someone's call. They just hit the chirp and they're just speaking to you. Yep. So we used to, where's your phone be down? My uncle would be like, Andy. I'm like, what the fuck? Now you have to answer the call. With that two-way shit, they can just stop talking to you. But that phone was it became like a business phone because a lot of companies, that's what they went with. Boost Mobile and Nextel was designed to go into businesses and stuff like that. So they lasted a very short time with the public and then went straight into commercial.
Right.
But like, sheesh, you've been doing art, you said, since 15 in clubs.
I mean, I've been drawing since I was a kid, man. Like I said, I seen the whole hip hop movement start, man. Like as a kid, going back and forth to New York when my mom moved from there, seeing the trains, like that was the biggest thing for me. I seen the art on the trains. You know, New York is normal. You know what I'm saying? You see that shit, it's life. Graffiti everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I would be in the cars just looking at the trains like, oh shit, that's dope. I want to do that. I tried breakdancing until I busted my face and then I was like, nah, I'm not doing that no more. I DJ'd for a little bit. I was nice at that. Like I tried a little bit of everything, but realistically the art is what really stuck to me, you know? And I didn't think that it was something I would do in the future because I didn't see the money behind it. You know what I'm saying? And then in Miami, when I was introduced to the scene, I'm looking at things they're selling, and I was like, I used to do that for fun with my boys. I was like, they getting paid for this shit? Nah, we doing this. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite art piece you ever did?
My favorite art piece, that's a good question. I love all my art, man. I'm my own biggest fan. Not even being cocky. What I'm saying is, my favorite piece. Damn, that's a tough question, bro. I'd be lying if I said just one thing. I've done so many things, you know what I'm saying? I've done so many things, a lot of things I even forgot. It's fun. It's just fun what I do, man. Like, my favorite piece, I would have to say, well, my favorite experience, my best experience was with Nas, obviously, but my favorite piece, damn. You ever been to Zaza's on Cranston Street? my boy Ice's spot.
Yeah.
So before that was Zaza's, I did the Scarface mural in there. I put Chi Manolo, rest in peace Chi. That was my guy. Did a whole mural and then he turned it into a smoke shop. It was a barber shop at first.
Yeah, I just got put onto that. I was at Zaza's the other day. I was actually there.
It's all covered though. You see, it's all covered. But if you look, there's Scarface, Manolo.
We went there.
Chi.
I went there to get some hookah supplies for last week's podcast.
Right.
I got there like 10:30 at night, right before they closed, and then the guy working was like, he was putting me onto the game. He was like, "Yeah, we it used to be a barbershop. They just bought Medusa's."
Yeah.
Yep, and then we renovating
They're
that.
calling it El Coro. It's called El Coro.
That's what it's going to be called?
Yeah. We just checked them out and shit. My boy Ice, like I said, Ice is part of that. I think he's partners up. He partners with that.
Fire, you want to see some of your artwork in there?
Hopefully we went down to check it out. He gave us a call and stuff. But if not, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? No pressure. They're remodeling right now, so a lot of the bread is going towards the remodeling.
Then when I drove by it, they had the doors open. They were taking a bunch of stuff out. You can tell they're trying to make it nicer, make it more modernized, stuff like that.
And I did Maserati too. I did Levels, the old Luna. It's just man, different places, man. Honestly, bro, I've done so many things that it's hard to.
It's like, but like, it's how I feel, right? 'Cause I see your work in so many places, right? So many lounges, stuff like that. So when you're doing like the game plan for a lounge, you're setting up the groundwork, you're doing the blueprints, what needs to be there. Bro, I feel like your artwork has to be part of the blueprint. Like,
bro, believe it or not,
like, I need a DJ booth for kitchen art piece by Ariel. Like, it needs to be on the list.
So it's become like a trend. No bullshit. It's become like a trend. So whenever somebody opens, they're like, "Yo, I need some art." They're like, "Yo, hit my man up." Boom, and that's how it happens. Excuse me. It's just become a thing. And if it's not me, there's other artists in the game that are coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Doing their art. Shouts to all those artists as well. It's just what it is, though. I've done so many pieces, and nobody was really doing it back then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit like an OG already in that. You know what I'm saying?
But you did, like I was saying earlier, that's the Scarface pieces, the Louis Vuitton print ones. Like I've probably seen a lot of your work throughout the years. I seen your work evolve. I seen once you go from one style to another.
Oh no, we got some shit coming now, man. I got under wraps right now, but we got some shit coming right now. I'll definitely let y'all know. We're working on some stuff right now.
And then you do besides your paintings, you do prints as well.
Yeah. So like what I just gifted you is a limited print. You know what I'm saying?
You want to see what this one look like? This is, bro. You don't understand how.
Yeah, that's a limited. That's a limited print.
It's like a kid on Christmas, bro.
Yeah. So I'm working with some people now that are, we're doing a prints nice professionally.
Packages on point. Got some stickers.
Yep.
What is this heat? And like, what made you go into the print style?
So a lot of artists, that's how they survive, man. They don't sell the originals. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't appreciate an original, and they think that I'm overcharging when I tell them like 1,000, 2,000. They think OD. They think I'm crazy, and I'm like, yo, bro, my paintings go for a lot more. If you Google me and see in Miami, my pieces go for way more money. You know what I'm saying? Me selling it to you at 1,000, 2,000 is really even below half price. You know what I'm saying?
And this is a print?
That's a print, man. It's professionally done, man. It's professionally framed, stretched, printed on canvas. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is heat. Bro, and the fact, like, if you didn't tell me this was a print,
exactly.
I think this is painted.
It's high quality. It's high quality print right there. Yeah, man. It's not cheap, you know what I'm saying? It's nicely made. And it's a limited run, you know what I mean? You get the stickers with it.
We're gonna hang it up.
We got merch coming too. I got merch coming, so I'll keep y'all posted with that.
That's last time I bumped into you, that's what you was. I seen you and I was just like, that's Ariel Cruz, but you was working, so I wasn't gonna be like, oh my god.
Where was this at?
And the print shop in Hartford.
The print shop. Oh, he's talking about Eddie's spot.
Yeah, Eddie's.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah,
cool with
yeah,
them.
yeah. Shout to Eddie, shout to Black. Yeah,
Black's cool. I met them through a mutual friend. So this guy named Kobe Dennis.
Oh yeah, we know Kobe.
Yeah, so Kobe, he's the reason. He's the one that took me off the streets. Like he was my mentor. He used to tell me. I used to walk into the rec. And he'd be like, "Go do your homework," and I'd be like, "I ain't got no homework." He goes, "Boy, you better get your ass over here. Let me see your backpack." He'll go through my backpack. He'd be like, yeah, this is homework. Go sit down and do it. And he was on my ass. And he was just like, bro, you're not going to stay out here. You're not going to be on these streets. You're going to keep grinding. He got me a little summer job. Helped me get money.
That's what's up.
And bro, I'm always grateful for Kobe. So then Kobe introduced me to Black and Eddie. So I go there. He did do a lot of my DTFs. I send them as many customers as I can because they really, truly look out for everybody. Right. They will be a guest as well in the very near future because Black and Eddie, their story is crazy. Like,
I pretty much put Eddie on screen printing. So that's what I did.
Yeah?
So yeah, I showed him my screen printing.
Yeah,
Angel that just stepped out. That's what he does. He screen prints.
Yeah, so we know Black too. We all grew up together, man. You know
that's crazy. Yeah. Eddie. I love talking to Eddie because his I call it his catchphrase. He goes, "Know what I'm saying?" So he be talking to you. He be like, yeah, whatever. Know what I'm saying? And then every other word. So I mean, that's his catchphrase. I love it. He's so unique. And then his clothing. He showed me when last time I went. He was showing me his clothes that he designed.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast.
And I looked at it one day and I was like, yo, bro, like these pants that you designed 15 years ago that you said, bro, that's the style today.
Right.
You was just ahead of the time.
Right. And yeah, I used to work with him and shit, man. Like he did so when I was with him, working with him, he did a whole suit for Big Punt before he passed. He did a whole suit for him. A suit for his kid and everything and shit. So yeah.
Now Eddie's work speaks volumes. That team over there is crazy. They said they started at the flea market.
Yep. And
now they have a beautiful print shop. And there's just more room for growth. They said eventually they want to get another spot and just keep growing and getting bigger.
Word.
Because, bro, it's heat. Now, like, what advice will you give your younger self? Like, if you was to talk to him today, but like, yo, bro, what advice would you give him?
Stay off the streets, man. Same advice Kobe gave you. Stay off the streets. You know what I'm saying? If I would have stuck to this craft early, crazy. I tell everybody that's young, man, if that's what you're doing, whatever it is you're doing, man, just stick to it. You know, whoever's not doing nothing, ain't going to be doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to survive that era. You know what I'm saying? After my second mistake, I said, nah, I'm not doing this no more, bro. It's not for me. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing a lot more, you know? And then I opened up. When I was locked up, I opened up my joint. Like, the OGs in jail saw me drawing. They were like, yo, man, you better not ever come back here, man. With that talent, you better never come back here. And you got nothing better to do in there, you know what I'm saying? Lift weights, go to school, and draw. You know what I'm saying? So I was drawing. So any advice I would give to anybody, not just my younger self, is stick to your craft, man. Don't go to school just to go to school. Like, whatever class you're going to take, make sure it's what you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? I respect people that got to do what they got to do, but do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I personally got into the music industry a year ago.
Right.
And a little bit more than a year now. I was corporate America. I worked as a security manager and for a really big Italian meat company. I knew the back, like how to do production, how to do the finances, budgeting, stuff like that. And then Out Loud, who's my business partner, he was like big into music. He's been doing it 10 plus years. I used to pick on him because he was my employee. So I used to walk up to him. He'd be in the guard shack writing raps, practicing. I woke up to him, bro, you suck. Turn that shit off. Joking. And then one day I called him and I was just like, bro, like, you just want to like do a studio, you want to go into it? And he was just like, fuck it, let's take the risk. And then we started in my living room. My neighbor was getting mad. I have a duplex, so he was just like, bro, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Y'all still in there making noise. So I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. So we found this place. We was here. We opened it July. We signed the lease July 1st of 2025. We bought all the materials to build the walls because my cousin Chino was supposed to help me, and he flaked last minute. So we went on YouTube, we went on Google, and we watched a few videos. Like, bro, we got this shit. And then we built the booth. August 1st, we went fully on for business. Opened doors for everybody. It started off slow, but then lately, thankfully, it started building.
You got to start somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Rome wasn't built overnight, you know what I mean? When you want to do something, you do it. Like it ain't easy, bro. People see it. All people see is like the shiny shit. They don't see the struggle. They don't see what it is to really do something.
Oh yeah, now this.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll tell everyone that wants to go into business, like there's gonna be dark days.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta fight through it.
You gotta know how to eat ramen soup. When you gotta eat
bro.
ramen
There's
soup,
days that I wanna like hang it up and be like, "Oh, this is not it no more. We're struggling X, Y, and Z," and then I'd be like, "Nah, we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep pushing. I'll eat. How you said ramen? Shit, I'll go eat ramen every day and use all that money to pay the studio rent because we just gotta keep going." I was like, and then what I like though is the family aspect of it. Like, some of my family is very supportive. Like my older brother's extremely supportive. But I have a video on my Facebook of my mom coming in here. My mom lives in Florida right now. Like, she's love her to death. She's a mom that she knew that she didn't do the best, but now she's trying to show you. Like, now she does the best for her grandkids. Wow. Feel me? So seeing her going into the booth, I played some old Spanish song for her, and her jumping up and down in the booth singing and excited. It just brought joy because I was like, damn, like she was happy for me because I was able to build something that I'm gonna hand down to my kids and stuff like that.
Word.
And it's just like, and then my kids come here all the time. My kids will come. I get them on the weekend. They're like, "Dad, we're going to the studio." My daughter's 6 years old. Biggest diss she does. She drops diss tracks left and right. She disses her brother. My son's 11. She'll drop a whole diss track in the backseat of the car on the way to the studio.
Yeah, you gotta encourage them, support them in what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my son, he just go. I guess in Cranston they have like music majors and stuff like that in middle school. So he's a music major doing like the trombone and then piano. He likes playing the piano, so I went and bought him a piano for his room so he can practice and get going. Because growing up, when I wanted to do something, my family didn't support it. We didn't have money to support it. It's not that they didn't want to. My mom couldn't afford to go get me this stuff. Right. So my son says, "Dad, I want to do this." I'm like, "All right, let's go. We'll go get. If I have the money, if I don't have the money, I'm gonna go find the money, and we're gonna get it for them. And you're gonna feed into. I'm gonna feed into what your dreams, and just keep going." So my son said he likes piano. We went to. He didn't even tell me. I went to buy a flash drive we needed for the computer from Guitar Center. Bro, we walk into Guitar Center. He sits down at the piano and starts playing, and I'm like. I'm like, AJ, where you learned that from? He goes, my tablet. I'm like, what? He goes, I practice on my tablet every day, and the tablet has the same keys as the piano. And I was just like, yo, can we take this to go? I was like, we're taking one. And he loves it. And I feed into him. I invest into my kids because, they, if I invest in them and I get old, hopefully they don't put me in a nursing home. Hopefully they put me in a nice house overseeing a finca, a cup of coffee, enjoying life.
Right.
So we appreciate you coming out today. We appreciate you telling your story, introducing the world to your right hand to help you to that. Like this man makes the dreams come true and helps with the vision, helps with the growth. A lot of people don't see who else is there. I'm the face of RI Studio. Everyone knows it as me. Now a lot of the people don't know about Out Loud. No one, but I make sure every time I talk, I let them know who the hell he is because if it wasn't for him, a lot of this shit won't be here today. Because I can help move mountains, but when it comes to that computer screen and the softwares and all that, that's his world. Right. So if it wasn't for him, I won't be able to do any of this shit. Right. So we appreciate you coming out today. This is Dominoes with Berrios. It's one domino at a time. It's growth, success, and just finding your journeys. And for the viewers out there, think about one art piece that you feel is your favorite art piece in the world.